Hello, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors. I am working on the art themed journal, and I thought we could do this envelope pocket together. So this one is, kind of big, and so I folded it so that it would be, something on both sides of the page. I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff out of the way. And this is going to be probably kind of a long video. I am not the fastest collager. It's not something that I've done a lot of. Certainly not on camera. So we're just going to get after it. I am going to go ahead and cover this, not this, just this. So we'll do this as quickly as we can. I'm trying really hard to remember to pull in my piece of paper so that I'm not getting glue all over my desk. And I'm doing okay with it, but if you saw my desk, it keeps getting lost. My desk is a horrible mess. Okay, so then I have these scraps that I've been using. I have a friend that gives me stuff that she runs across in her craft room. And oh my goodness, look at what she gave me. I have no idea what brand or anything. But there's all of these cool, there's like 4 each. I guess maybe, you can see them when I go through so fast, I'm sure. Anyway, lots of cool pages. It had no advertising on it, so I have no idea what brand. And this, I cannot tell if it is upside down or right side up. Isn't that awful? Didn't use it because of that. How embarrassing. And it's not torn on all sides, and I'm not real worried about that. And I'm not using the side that has the bumpy edge because this paper, I'm having a really hard time getting it to tear on it. So I'm just using the straight edge, and that's fine with me. I had to run into town real quick this morning, and oh my goodness, Fridays I think are just busy anyway in town, but it was really busy. I'm guessing because people are shopping for the holiday weekend. I don't know. I hope that's the right way. How embarrassing. It's probably not. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. And I am going to, I don't need, let's see, arsenic. I'm just gonna, yeah, I mean, this kind of stuff is a lot of thinking for me. I watch some people do their collaging and they're just really, really fast about it. I am certainly not. This isn't going to show, so I'm just gonna glue it just like that. Oh shoot, that was gonna show down here. Doesn't have to. It's not gonna anymore. See, to make things easier, I've already done one so that hopefully it would go more quickly in showing you what I'm making. But not quite. It's okay if it's not to the edge because, you know, we can always ink it and that's fine. Let's see here. Alrighty, I can tell this is right side up. It's a nice day outside. I'm inside. I don't know if this is how it is for you guys, but you know, we have the air conditioner on, and so if I go outside, it's really warm, which obviously is why we have the air conditioner on, but then inside I'm cold, but I'm dressed for outside. It's kind of silly. I have no idea how in camera you guys are. Good enough. Okay, and then let me just get a torn edge on this. I don't like it when I have to go like right in. I don't care. It's fine. Too much thinking. No, I know what I want and I'm gonna do it. I want 2 rows of letters. I'll just use this somewhere else. I mean, not maybe 2 full rows, but 2 rows-ish. Okay. All right, get that glued down. Anyway, town was really busy, but I mean, it's weird that it always is on Friday anyway, but it was crazy busy. And oh, I went pretty early. I got home by noon, but still it was crazy out there. What's my busy is maybe not somebody else's busy. I think that when you grew up, like me, I grew up in a really small town, a small area, population, you know, for the cities was, you know, pretty good. There was never traffic, never, anywhere. And so having grown up that way, I don't think I will ever get used to traffic. I always will know that there's an alternative. I mean, of course, I live outside of town, like I've said a whole bunch of times, so I don't have to deal with it very often. But okay, on the inside, okay, I'll explain why I'm doing this when I get to the other side. But I am going to just kind of cut that. It's hard to explain without just showing. Or maybe I'll cut it and... Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do it over here. Brilliant, Stephanie, brilliant. Oh well, that's okay. Totally did not mean to do that. Oh my gosh, I hate it when I do things like that. It makes me so mad. Okay, I don't need that. Yeah, that makes me really angry. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. This was on purpose, and I want this to be cut off. Well, things can always be fixed, right? That's what we always say, can always be fixed. So I'm just making sure that this can't get caught. when something's going down inside the pocket. Let's see. I want to fix that. It would be a lot easier if I just fixed it. Oh, goodness. Okay, this is unnecessary, so let me get that off. Maybe it's okay that I did that, because that might have been a problem. We're just going to say that it's okay, right? But it is frustrating to have to go back and fix something that might have been okay. I'm just getting my scissors in here and lining it up with the fold, cutting that little extra piece off. I'm holding that right where it is, and I am going to put a little bit of glue on the edge there. To hold it. And of course it moved. Okay. All right, good enough. And then let me show you so far and kind of explain what I'm doing. Where's my paper? Here it is. Okay, so we collaged this. So it's gonna open like this, and I'm gonna cover this. This side is going to be glued down. And because there were there was a lip and stuff like that, and I also want to sew all the way around this at some point, I had to remove this, otherwise when I sew around it, it was going to sew the pocket closed, and I don't want that. I want it to be a pocket here and a tuck spot over here. So you'll understand more as it gets complete, as it becomes complete, as it gets complete. You know what I mean. Okay. Okay, you guys, we're going to add some napkin. I have some napkin, and we are going to stick it down. I don't remember who gave me this napkin, but I thought it would be fun just to use some napkin. Why not, right? Okay, so it should be fairly easy for me to glue this down. I've done it once. It worked, so it should work again, right? And I am using the Scotch Create glue, and then I'm going to the edge. I looked through my napkins and I thought, well, this is the only one that's kind of, I don't know, maybe looks like art. The rest are just more floral butterfly things. So I didn't think that kind of went, but I think this one's fine. And you know, I'm using some napkins, so that's always a good thing. All right, plenty sticky, I hope. And I hope that when I put it down, it goes where I want it to go. All right, here goes nothing. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure there's no sticky right here. I'm going to turn it over so that I'm not rubbing the napkin, and I'm just going to really push it down. Because if I did that to the napkin, it would just tear it right off, right? I always like the way it feels when the napkin's dry when done that way. Okay, and then we're just going to take and cut the napkin away. You know, you can try and tear it. They don't tear very well, in my opinion. You can get it wet and try and tear it, I suppose, if you want. And then our fold is right there. See, on the last one I did, I tried tearing it by putting my ruler right at the fold. But maybe if I try this ruler, it'll work better. It's one of those metal ones. It's all rusty. I don't even know where it came from, but it might work better if I do it like that. Make sure my fold is good. Okay, let's see. We'll see. Actually, it needs to go like this so that my cork is up, so there's less space. Okay, we'll see what happens. And you have to like keep your fingers right next to it, I think. I don't know if it's working or not. Kind of feel like it's not. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. A few bits that are just kind of not really there. Okay. And then let's go ahead and ink that. So just a little different use of some napkin. Okay. So then it looks like this. Okay. Now on this side, I'm going to ink it first. I accidentally put this ink in my black ink. My chocolate got in my peanut butter. And so my ink looks a lot darker than it should, but that's okay. Okay. I am going to add, I have a couple of stamps. They're going to be covered, but I'm still going to just ink around them a little bit and cover that postage area. And these don't go together, but I don't care. I'm looking for color and something to show up, you know, because I'm going to be topping this with something. Silence. My husband went to a movie today. He went to see the Jurassic Park movie. Okay, now we're gonna cover it with this. I don't know what this is, but my friend Kim, when she sent me a whole bunch of beautiful papers, this is some of what she sent me. I'm assuming it's parchment paper, but I don't know. I have no idea what it is other than yummy. And I am just going to cut it to size and glue it on top of this. I have so much stuff here on my desk, you guys. Oh my goodness. And I don't know if I'm in or out of camera. Hopefully it kind of lines up as I'm hoping that it does. Okay. It's really pretty paper. You'll have to tell us, Kim, if you're watching. I'll do that once I get it down. What it is. You guys probably know. I'm very forgetful, I must say, and so when somebody tells me something or I watch a video, things don't stick with me for very long. I don't like being that way. I try not to be an airhead, but you know. And I'm only going around the edges because I don't know what glue would do to it over the whole thing. So we're just doing the edges. But I think it looks really cool having that on top. Okay, we're gonna let that dry for a minute. And see, this is where I said I'm going to stitch all the way around it. And because I have this space right here, I can still stitch it. If this was all the way up here and I went to try and stitch around it, it would stitch the pocket closed. But this way, it'll be a pocket like this, glued down. So I'm gonna glue right here, here, and here, if that makes sense. I was thinking that I would stitch and show you guys, not my sewing, but like the after, but I'm thinking maybe I won't. I'll just show you the one that I did already here in just a minute. I want to go ahead and pretend we're in a signature here. And I found this paper. I thought it looks kind of pretty and it looks artsy. It looks like stained glass, I think. And I thought it would fill this pocket up really nicely. It's something that's been in my stash for quite a while. We're just gonna go right in here and then we'll go across the top there. I have no idea the brand or anything. It's just something that I have. And I know that it's something that's been around for a really long time, so maybe you guys know what it is. A lot of times I'll get things given to me, or I'll buy bundles of used, you know, paper at a yard sale or something like that. And I will have no idea the brand because of that. So that will go inside of there. We're gonna do some inking on it. So I'm using this for my inking also. And I just kind of start on the side, and I am not good at it. I get some people's stuff that I, you know, in Happy Mail or whatever, their inking is quite impressive. I don't know what they're using if they're not using these things, but I get the little circles. There's so much black in my brown. That's okay. And I do have the brushes. I just am not using them right now. So I could take out the brush and see if I could add a little. I'm afraid that I've got a lot of black in my brown now. Okay, so that's good. And then I do like to mix my black in on the edges when I'm going, like trying to be grungy. I like to do the very edge with some black after I've done some brown. And then we'll just do black on this side since it's already really dark. Okay, so that will go inside of this pocket. Okay, and then let me wipe this off. Wanted to make, so this is another one of the papers that lady gave to me. I thought it looked kind of artsy, and I'm going to be having stitching around it, so I want to make sure I've got plenty of room for this to fit. So I'm thinking if I cut there, I'm just going to make a quick tag to put down inside. And then I'll show you the one that I made previously, all stitched. Paper, paper, paper. I'm trying to make things thinner, not such heavy backing on my tags and stuff for this journal so that it's not quite as bulky. I tend to use like heavier cardstock a lot of times to back my tags and my journaling cards and just whatever the case may be. And I am trying something different. And I have a whole bunch of this railroad journal paper left over, and so I am using it to back some things. And I didn't go right to the edge because you know how when things are coffee dyed, the edge kind of ruffles. And it's really hard to glue that down sometimes, so. Okay. Probably should have done brown around it. Oh well. Maybe I won't round the edges. I'm just gonna leave the hole for me to do off camera, and then I'll just show you the other one that I completed. It doesn't look like this one for the most part, because like I said, I don't have very many things that I have like the same paper or whatever, since I'm using images from a book. But I'll do a hole punch there. And this will be stitched around and glued down. So when I'm trying to put something in there, it should go in fairly easily. Okay, so that will be a pocket there. Okay, so let me show you the one that I've finished. So it's this. I did the same thing here. I put this on the inside of it. It's from a cathedral. So anyway, so that's what's down in there, and it opens, and I did this. And then on this side, it opens, and it's a, you know, holds a tag here, but there's also a tuck spot here, and you can see that I stitched around. Okay, and I'm not sure if I'll put anything in there. Something I'm trying to do is leave stuff for the owner to be able to add their own, because I always fill them up too much and there's no room for anything else. So anyway, all right, you guys, there we go. There's an idea. Hey, look, it's a pocket, but it's not Pocket Wednesday. That will be glued down after I sew it. Anyway, okay, you guys, thanks for watching. I hope this is inspiring to you. I will see you soon. Bye.